award, actually, Guz. This is the one.
Absolutely. So, the grand finale of the Apprentice of the Year, sponsored by our headline sponsor, CareTech.
CareTech is a leading health and social care provider. Its learning division of EQL Solutions and Dawn Hodge Associates offer apprenticeships, recruitment, learning and qualifications. They deliver exceptional learner achievement rates at a national level, and their customer and learner satisfaction is one of the highest nationally.
Mr. John Ivers of CareTech is here to present the award.
And all the shortlisted apprentices from the category awards were shortlisted for this award. John, please let us know who is the winner.
Yes, John, go on, get some. Go on, John.
Okay. On behalf of CareTech, I'm very proud and honoured to be presenting this award. First of all, I'd just like to say that all of the Asian apprentices nominated tonight are stars. So, round of applause to all of them. But as you know, there always has to be one winner, and the Apprentice of the Year is Sana Shabir. Well done.
Let's hear a loud round of applause for Sana Shabir and
Sana Shabir, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous. No, my name's Sana Shabir. So I've been working for Atkins for 2 years now. I finished a little background of my story. So I finished my A-levels in further maths and economics, and decided to take a gap year. During that gap year, I got a student internship with Atkins, so it gave me an insight in terms of what sort of engineering I'd like to consider. So I think it's the people that are around me inspired me to follow a career in engineering. The reason why I chose an apprenticeship route, because I was a very big fan of hands-on learning, getting the best of both worlds by studying and working at the same time. And the majority of the stuff that I have learned is by being in a working office, learning, getting to grips of how the business works. Yeah.
Well done, Sana. Listen, guys, it's been a fantastic awards, and let's not forget really the importance of it as well. Young people are the future of this society and this country, and we live in very tense times. So an award ceremony like this, where everybody gets together, is very important. Thank you guys for coming out this evening. Thank you. And Susie, we also have to thank our lovely sponsors as well.
Absolutely. We'd like to say thank you. We'd like to say well done to everybody who was nominated, and of course everybody who's won the award tonight for the fabulous entertainment from Eternal Tal, and a special big thank you to the lads here on the keyboard. We've had Bill on the drums, Buddha on the keyboard, and Sunny on the guitar. Thank you so much.
Amazing.
And it's only right that we request all of you to now stand up and have a little boogie and continue with networking, because that's it from myself and Guz for tonight.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
So we want to see the moves now. Everybody, standing up, please.
Apprenticeship, overall Apprenticeship of the Year award That's the other bookend now, isn't it, Sana, for your bookshelf?
I know, that's correct. I've already got 3 and counting.
Oh my word! Are you surprised that you got the Apprenticeship of the Year award?
Yeah, I am very surprised. I know that the competition was so competitive and everybody was so brilliant in their own way, and I was completely surprised that I actually won.
Fantastic. Again, it goes back to actually highlighting that engineering is not just for certain members of the community, from a certain background, of a certain gender. It's open to everybody.
Correct, I totally agree with that. Like, it's not gender, regardless. Engineering's for everyone, regardless of your gender, ethnicity, race, and I think it's for everybody.
You're breaking the ceiling.
Correct.
Well done. Congratulations, and many more years of success for you.
Thank you.
And wishing you all the best with Atkins and future success in the company for yourself.
Yes,
thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Here we're again at the Asian Apprenticeships Award 2016, and in front of me I've got Mo Nawaz, the keynote speaker for tonight's event. Mo, tell me your inspirational story, just very briefly, in terms of how you became what you became.
Well, really, at the end of the day, I became what I became because I had a vision that I wanted to actually achieve something greater than myself. Each one of us has a dream within ourselves. Regardless of what we're doing today, we know that we are far more capable of doing far more than what we currently do. But it's what you do about that really matters. Most people have visions, dreams of themselves, where they want to be, what they'd like to achieve, what they'd like to see. But 99% of those people die with their dreams. And it's what you do to take the first step to turn that into reality. That's the difference between the people that actually succeed and come out of their comfort zones. You can stay in your comfort zone all your life.
If I can say that Mo is just being very, very modest in terms of his rise from a paper boy as a teenager up to government advisor, as well as a FTSE advisor for the 100 companies in the FTSE top 100. And as a result of the people you've seen and the plans that you are witness to, Mo, how important is the apprenticeship scheme and the government's involvement with the apprenticeship scheme?
I think the opportunity is there for most people. If you haven't taken the route going down to college, university, and then taking a degree, if you've left school without any qualifications, or you feel that, hang on, I should have stayed out of school, we all make mistakes and look back on it, but there's nothing to stop you from taking on an apprenticeship. If you're committed and determined to make a success of your life, then go and get yourself an apprenticeship, get started, and take that commitment on and get what you need in order to qualify for something, to go forward in life and develop yourself.
What are the challenges, do you think, with the government levy here on apprenticeships, Mo?
I'm not too concerned about the political side of it. Really, at the end of the day, my concern, the same as the person who's there, is, how committed are they to succeeding in life? If they're committed rather than just interested, if they're interested, they're not going to do anything. If they're committed, they will succeed without a shadow of doubt. So I think the apprenticeships is a fantastic route to go down and qualify in a given subject and then build their life up from that.
Enthusiasm and passion, I think, is what you're saying here, Mo, on both from the employer's side to employ potential recruits, as well as the apprenticeships, looking at the apprenticeship pathway as a potential career path, as opposed to just going down the university route and going for the academic side of things, correct?
Absolutely, but not everybody graduates, unfortunately, or has enough qualifications to enter university, and those that don't should never give up hope, because you can still succeed going down the apprenticeship route.
I've got Steve Lawrence here, head of the judges, esteemed head of the judges, and in fact responsible for picking some of the apprentices that we've got here, as well as the employers. Steve, what are you looking for so far as the apprenticeships according to the awards criteria? What are you looking for in terms of winners?
We're looking for people that have got that bit extra. They go that extra mile. They have that thought process that says, I want to achieve. We're also very, very much looking for people who go above and beyond in terms of their colleagues they work with. If if that makes sense, and the community, because wherever you're working, it's in a community, if that makes sense.
Absolutely, I understand. And some of the winners that we've got are actually binding the communities that they live amongst, and the companies that are working amongst those communities. Is that correct?
Exactly, yes. And it's so important to get more and more employers engaged with the apprentices and get them to take on more and more apprentices, because as someone said earlier, they are our future. They are the GDP of Great Britain. They are the people that are going to look after everybody going forward, not just in terms of care and that sort of thing, but looking after the infrastructure. You know, having a young lady win who's in engineering, phenomenal.
Absolutely, and Sana Shabir, one of our prize winners here and award winners, is actually breaking the ceiling with engineering, and from the Asian community, as a woman, she's actually breaking that ceiling, and a possible mentor for other people as well.
Exactly, it's a role model, and it's also, I suppose, not just a role model, but they, as a company, have seen her abilities, her skills. They've picked up on it. It's not just by accident that she's arrived here. They've promoted her and sponsored her to come forward.
That brings me on to the next point, Steve. What are you looking for so far as companies are concerned, and the support that you're looking for from companies? Should they be building apprentices into their forward plan and their 3-year and 5-year plans?
Exactly, and also it's a question about Asian community has always had this sort of, oh, they're going to become an accountant, oh, they're going to become a solicitor, oh, they're going to become a professional. The first Asian person that I met as an apprentice was working in the garden centre. Now, he liked working outdoors, and he actually knew more Latin names of the plants than the people who were the owners of the actual centre. So that takes me back to, it's about the desire, the want of the youth, and the employers have got to see that, harness it, take it forward, and say to themselves, this is actually beneficial to us as a company. We should actually promote this. This is a profitable thing for us to invest in. You know, it's for the future, it's for loyalty, it's for getting
it's an investment, isn't it?
That want to grow. Absolutely. Yeah, right. Absolutely.
I mean, the words passion and enthusiasm has been used quite a lot this evening.
Yes.
And not only by the award winners, but by the mentors and the role models, and the stories that we've heard from some of the aspirants in terms of the aspirational stories that we've heard from some of the winners, from some of the judges. I think it's been inspiring, hasn't it?
I think definitely, and to me, I've seen so many different people who perhaps couldn't have got that start in life, and I've seen the employers or the sponsors see that spark, and they've sort of ignited that spark, taken it forward, and those people have blossomed and done so well. And you can see that tonight. Fantastic night, fantastic turnout, and I think it's a landmark for the Asian community to say, look, we are good, we can do this, we could actually get our youth and promote it.
Steve, this is the inaugural. No, absolutely, I can hear that, Steve. 2016 Asian Apprenticeship Awards inaugural ceremony. Do you think there's a future here?
Definitely, it's a blast.
But fantastic. We've had a blast today. Thank you very much, Steve Lawrence. Many thanks. Cheers, mate. Shah 01, one of the judges on the interview panel, and it's been a great night, hasn't it, Shazia?
It's been an absolutely superb night here in Birmingham. I'm so proud to be one of the judges here at the Asian Apprenticeship Awards, the first ever. And, you know, we really needed some awards like this to recognise young Asian talent in our community, and of course all the wonderful businesses tonight that have won awards that are supporting young Asian people at that grassroots level. There have been barriers to Asian people seeing apprenticeships as a right choice, and that's why we need awards like this to draw more awareness to that, because not everybody is academic.
Shazia, the challenges with regards to making apprenticeships exciting, and do you foresee any issues with regards to that?
I think apprenticeships are really, really exciting. They offer great opportunities for young people to earn while they learn. And, you know, the academic environment isn't for everybody. Now, I did my degree and I did my master's straight after, so I had 2 degrees at barely age 21. And, you know, I'd had Saturday jobs and things like that, but no real work experience. And I actually think these young people that choose the apprenticeship route are actually ahead of people leaving university with piles of debt in many, many ways. And, of course, not everybody is academic. Not everyone is going to excel in that same environment. So I think apprenticeships offer something really different, a really different opportunity for young people to start out at the grassroots of an organisation, learn all about that organisation and work their way up. And there's something really valuable about that. And for these awards tonight to recognise that within our Asian community is really positive and really valuable. And I hope to see these getting stronger and stronger every year.
So the technical route and the practical experience that the apprenticeships get is a valuable learning curve for them.
Absolutely. The experience that an apprenticeship can give a young person is phenomenal, because they would get to learn across a business, not just one area. And there are such good apprenticeship programs with big national, international firms that, you know, the opportunities that those offer for young people are phenomenal. I do think there are barriers to entry to apprenticeships because of the mentality in some parts of our Asian community. There's such an emphasis on academic grades, which is no bad thing, and such an emphasis on university and going into the traditional careers of maybe medicine, accountancy and law, but not everybody excels in that field. So I think apprenticeships offer a real opportunity for variety.
Yeah, it's fair to say that that's been echoed throughout this evening's presentations, hasn't it? Tell me the challenges so far as getting employers to build in the apprenticeship route in their 3 to 5 year plan. How important is that? And again, briefly, what do you think the challenges are as a judge and as a mentor in this sector? What do you think the challenges are to get businesses to look at apprentices as a serious route to increase their employment pool?
I think this evening has been a real wonderful opportunity to showcase how worthwhile apprentices are and what value apprentices can add to a business. I think the calibre of businesses represented here tonight, from CareTech to Awan International to Barclays to Severn Trent Water. I mean, the list is absolutely phenomenal. Asian Today, it's just so many big organisations, and it's the first year of these awards, and I'm confident that all of these huge businesses already recognise the contribution of apprentices to their businesses, to the British economy. And these awards will go from strength to strength. Safraz and his team are doing a wonderful, wonderful job. The awards have been so professionally put together, and they can only grow, and I believe more corporates will get involved year on year, and hopefully we'll see more and more apprentices from our communities rising up through the ranks.
So the inaugural event 2016 is going to extend to 2017. So as a result of next year's events, what should aspiring award winners be showing you as a judge, and what should you be looking for from them?
Well, I'd love to come back next year as a judge. I've absolutely loved being part of the judging panel, and it's been a historic first year.
Love to have you back.
I think it's been a great first year for these awards, and to showcase all the wonderful talent. The presenters were fantastic, and I think one of the things that Mo Nawaz, the keynote speaker, echoed was the importance of having a 3-year plan, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan.
Aspiration as well.
Aspiration, and I really see that aspiration in the group of people that have come together to run these awards, and that's a really wonderful thing to see and be around and be a small part of that. And it's been fabulous for me, and I'm sure Safraz and his team have a plan for next year and the next 3 years and the 5 years, as Mo Nawaz said, and I think we can all take something away from the inspirational words that we've heard from people tonight, and learn how to grow our own businesses, learn how to bring more apprentices into them, and all work together.
Shazia, thank you very much for the time, and thank you very much for sitting on the judging panel and picking out some fantastic winners, and it's an inspiration for next year, hopefully. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you. Got an interview with Sarfraz Ali, the founder and chairman of the Asian Awards ceremony for 2016. Sarfraz, this is your inaugural event, and how did it go?
Ali's is fantastic. It's 12:15 at the moment. I'm feeling fully alive, full of energy.
Still fresh.
Still bouncing with all the positivity today. We've had people across the country come, London, Bradford, Manchester, all across the country.
Over 400, 450, 500 people.
More than 450 people. Around 300 of them are outside Birmingham. So it's a Birmingham-based event. We're a Birmingham headquartered organisation.
National event.
But national event. And we've made a number of people very pleased. We've recognised their achievements. A lot of young apprentices, a lot of employers that have invested in young people, and that outcome, I think I'm just delighted about it.
Today you gave out 25 apprentice awards. What was a common theme with those award winners? What were the judges looking for that was delivered by those apprentices?
Each one was individual in terms of obviously their own story. Each person has their own story, has their own background in terms of their own achievements and so forth. You had certain people that we had a young apprentice from East Lancashire, a deaf young individual. Obviously fighting barriers with getting employment. So his situation is different from some of the other people that we've had. We've had older apprentices as well that haven't succeeded in terms of getting employment. They've gone into an apprenticeship format. So each story is slightly different, but the whole aspect of it is the fact that they've given it their best. They've been commended by their employer. They're giving fully committed to the actual the job and the role.
Enthusiasm and passion was a underlying theme, wasn't it, with the apprentices?
It's exactly that. We had passion. We had people who were actually loving work, and that was the theme in terms of actually enjoying work, and work actually becomes something that they look forward to. They want to give value in terms of to the employer and also to themselves, and they were being honest to themselves, honest with their employer, and honest in terms of the work they were doing. And I think that was the general feeling that I was getting from obviously the feedback forms that we were getting in terms of obviously the nomination forms. But it's absolutely fantastic.
I think it's fair to say also, Sarfraz, that although it's the Asian Apprenticeships Award, we had a very, very cross-sectional, diverse mix of people, as well as award winners, award nominees, as well as employers actually putting themselves forward for mentoring and for supporting the apprenticeship program.
Yeah, exactly that. Yes, it's called the Asian Apprenticeship Awards. We're a BME-led organisation ourselves. Very proud to be, obviously, in terms of our background and so forth, but we're a mainstream organisation working across the country, across the sectors as well. So it's not just one sector or one industry, and also across different types of organisations as well. As I mentioned in my talk, we deal with PLCs and we also deal with micro businesses as well. And it was just employers that invested in apprenticeships. That was the main sort of main common bond.
You had some FTSE 100 companies based over here who attended today, and you're going to hope that more and more are going to be joining on the apprenticeship program.
Yeah, well, we had FTSE 100 companies. We also had multinationals. We had companies that operate across continents. Siemens. We had Barclays Bank. We had Severn Trent Water. We
Atkins.
had Atkins. We had WSP Parsons. There's a lot of household names that supported us. A lot of our sponsors were also again multinational as well. Some of them were from our sector in terms of education and training, but it was a very wide mix of organisations.
So 2016 was the inaugural event. 2017, do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be an ongoing fixture?
Everything that we look at doing, you have to look at how you can improve. So the first thing we're going to do is talk to our stakeholders, talk to our partners, look at talk to all the people that we currently work with.
They've all been positive. I've spoken to a number of them today.
Fantastic. Look at whether they got the return on investment, whether they were pleased in terms of the outcome that they received today, and how we can improve better. So first thing is actually talking to and engaging with our stakeholders, talking to the team, look at how we can actually what was the pros, what was the cons, how can we improve before we do anything.
So Faraz, I must say that your team at Pathways have been absolutely fantastic and been excellent in terms of how they've organised things here, and they've been supported with the apprentices and the employers. And is there a message that you want to give out to not only them but also the employers and the award winners today?
Firstly, nothing can be done without a team. Whether it's an event or whether it's a business, it's all about the team. It's all about the people that are part of that team. So the team made the event. It's not just one person. And I think we've got a wide mix of people as well within the team in terms of different talents. So again, a lot of respect to the team, and the team made the event. In terms of our employers, again, a lot of support. We've had fantastic backing from them, not only in terms of actually commitment, in terms of nominations, but also in terms of financial backing and also backing in terms of advice and time as well. So, we look forward to more of the same.
Speaking to some of the apprentices, they are going to be looking at mentoring other apprentices as well. So it's an ongoing prophecy. It's a full circle which has come all the way around 360.
Yeah. These apprentices are role models. They're champions themselves. What we're looking for, the whole idea is to actually get these people celebrate their achievements, so others can look up to them and they become role models.
Future leaders potentially?
We're working with World Skills, and World Skills will be working with us in terms of actually utilising these people to do talks, firstly at initial sort of school level with other employers, and I think they've got, I'm very, very pleased with the talent that we've seen today.
So we've met up with a few apprentices who managing directors of companies who have attended today, who started on the apprenticeship route. So potentially some of the apprentices that we've got are going to be future leaders themselves.
Yeah, and as Rami Ranger said in his video, there's nothing stopping an apprentice getting into the boardroom, becoming a director of an organisation, becoming in charge of an organisation. It's unlimited in terms of potential.
So Faraz Ali, may I offer my congratulations for this inaugural event, and everybody's had a fantastic time, and we will see you this time next year hopefully. Thank you very much, Faraz. Thank you very much.